Hello students, in today's class I am going to teach you aldol condensation. First of all, what is condensation reactions in organic chemistry? In day-to-day life also we are using this process. What is that? See, if you take 1 liter of milk, okay, if you keep on boiling it, so what will you end up? You will get only 200 ml of milk at last. Okay, so what happens? You have evaporated water, you have removed water. So this is known as condensation. So any organic reactions, if it undergoes condensation, so the end product will be what? There will be some removal of water. In aldol condensation, so the molecule is the removal of water occurs between either two aldehyde molecules or either aldehyde or a ketones. Okay, so if an aldehyde is treated with a dilute sodium hydroxide, what happens? You will always get a product like this. Okay, this is known as your alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, they will call. So how this happened, I'll tell you. See, for your convenience, okay, I'm going to write in a short way. Okay, so this carbonyl I have written in this way. Okay, and this methyl. So what happens? See, your H2O has been removed. So you have removed a water molecule in between two molecules. Okay, in between two molecules. So how to write? So this CH3 and this CH, a double bond. Okay, after this double bond you have removed this H2O, so write this carbon. Okay, a hydrogen is already attached to this carbon and the CHO. Okay, so what are the requirements of this reaction? Let's see. So you have removed what? An oxygen and two hydrogen. Where this oxygen has come from? This oxygen has come from a carbonyl, right? And this hydrogen has come from an alpha carbon, and these hydrogens are termed as alpha hydrogens. Okay, so what is alpha carbon? Any functional group. Okay, we will give importance, and the next carbon and the immediate carbon attached to any functional group is termed as alpha carbon, and the hydrogen attached to those carbon are termed as alpha hydrogens. So what are the requirements? First requirement, you need a carbonyl, right? So that carbonyl can be an aldehyde or it can be a ketone. Okay, the second criteria is you need alpha hydrogens. You need alpha hydrogens. See, to make it easy, they are calling it as alpha hydrogens, but in one of the video I have clearly shared about the nature of this alpha hydrogen. So see, this is an electron withdrawing group here. Carbonyl is an electron withdrawing group. Okay, so any methyl group that is attached to an electron withdrawing group is known as what? Active methyl group. Okay, is known as your active methyl group. What it is active for? It is active towards base, and the hydrogen attached to this active methyl group is known as what? Acidic hydrogens. Okay, that is why acidic hydrogen, that is why when you put dilute base you can remove proton from it. Okay, that is the reason behind. So to make it simple, you have to see whether you have alpha hydrogens or not. Okay, so then let's see what happens if you take, okay, so if you take acetaldehyde, okay, if you take acetaldehyde and you are treating with dilute sodium hydroxide, let's see, does it have the satisfactory factors for undergoing aldol condensation? See, first it has a carbonyl group, good carbonyl group, and it has what? An active methyl group, alpha hydrogens are present here. So what happens? It undergoes self condensation. Okay, see, one molecule has to donate the carbonyl and another molecule has to give the acidic hydrogen. It has both the factors. So what will happen? So it will undergo condensation with another molecule of the same acetaldehyde. So this we call it as self condensation. It doesn't need any other variety of acetaldehyde. Okay, so what happens? You see, so for your understanding, as before, I am going to write. Okay, so the hydrogen I am writing it as, to make it easy. So what happens? The oxygen from it, okay, so this is known as self condensation, minus H2O, and you are getting the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Why it is alpha beta? So the carbon very next to the functional group is alpha and then is beta. So the unsaturation between alpha beta. So it is what? Alpha beta, alpha comma beta, unsaturated. Okay, unsaturated aldehyde. Okay, so now I am going to write the mechanism. Okay, so if you are interested in the mechanism, please watch it. Okay, otherwise, but it is good to watch the mechanism also, how it happens. Mechanism of aldol condensation. If you take, okay, acetaldehyde, one molecule. So what happens first? If you treat with dilute sodium hydroxide, so what is active species is it? OH minus. So whenever a base is treated with, whenever you treat a molecule with a base, so what happens? A base look for a proton. So where it can abstract a proton? Here is your acidic protons are present in this active methyl group because your carbonyl is an electron withdrawing group. I'll give a link in the description box where I have given a detailed note about this active hydrogens and all. Okay, so it will abstract a proton. After abstracting a proton, it will gain an anion, and this anion will be stabilized, resonance stabilized. That is why it is known as active methyl group. Okay, there is, okay, so this will be in resonance. So this is your first step, and this happens very slowly. And in the second step, what happens? And another acetaldehyde molecule, okay, will react with this anion. So this is a nucleophile. Anion is a nucleophile. Okay, so learn the difference between a base and a nucleophile. A base will target a proton and a nucleophile will target an electrophilic center. So it will go, where is electrophilic center? Here carbon is electrophilic because here it is attached to a more electronegative oxygen atom. Okay, so the bond get polarized here. Oxygen gains a positive charge. See here the bond is formed between this carbon and this carbon. So put a bond. Okay, so if you get confused, you put a bond here. Okay, then write. Okay, a new bond is formed, and this is a very strong base and it can abstract a proton from the water itself. So it is now turning into, okay, OH. Yeah, hydrogen here. I'm just replacing, that's all. You can write anywhere. So this product is termed as aldol. Why it is aldol? You have an aldehyde as well as, okay, an alcohol group here, so it is known as aldol. So this is what this is. When you put mild acid or if you heat it, it will undergo immediate elimination. Usually you need a mild acid for this. If you put mild acid, this OH will get protonated, and this hydrogen, it will undergo elimination. So how it will undergo elimination, I'll show you. See, each and every single step I'm showing you. Okay, so this H2 I have written in an elaborated form, that's all. Okay, so how this elimination, if when you put a dilute acid, this will get protonated. Okay, this oxygen, to make it a fissile leaving group, so your elimination takes place to give what? To give the, if the molecule undergoes elimination, you will get unsaturation. You have started from a single bond, so you will end up with a double bond. Okay, so this is the mechanism. So now, so the second molecule I'm going to teach is, you see, CH2, CH3, CH2, CHO. See, let's see whether it has the following factors or not. It has a carbonyl. Yes, it has a carbonyl. And which is alpha carbon here, students? So this is the alpha carbon and this is beta. Okay, so don't make a mistake. The carbon which is immediately attached with the functional group. So you have alpha hydrogens also and you have carbonyl. So it will undergo self condensation. It has all the requirements. Okay, requirements. It has satisfactory requirements to undergo, okay, self condensation. So carbonyl, one carbonyl I'm writing here. So which will undergo, which is going to provide the acidic hydrogen? This group. So I'm going to write it as, see, put this carbon, okay, so it has what, 2 hydrogens here. I am going to write it as here. Then one of the valency is CH3, the another one is CHO. So how to remove the water? So here you see I have removed water. So write the product. Okay, please don't be confused. So write it here. See, start from here. So write the CH3, write the CH3 a bond. Okay, then CH2. Okay, then put a bond. Okay, then you have CH. Okay, then a double bond. Okay, then a double bond. Then you have removed all these things. Then jump to this carbon. The what are the things attached to this carbon? Yeah, CH3 is there and one CHO is there. Now you got the product. Okay, got it? So now another one. So coming to the cross aldol condensation. What is cross aldol condensation? Nothing. You have, if you take aldehydes of 2 different types. Okay, see, I am going to take, see, acetaldehyde. Okay, acetaldehyde, I am going to treat this with your propanaldehyde. Okay, so now see, I am going to treat this. So this is one aldehyde and this is another aldehyde. Okay, so this is known as cross aldol condensation. But the thing is, you are going to get 4 products here. So why? Because see the requirements. It has the carbonyl group and it has the acidic hydrogen also. It has the carbonyl group and it has that alpha hydrogen also. So what happens? This molecule will undergo self condensation and this molecule will undergo cross aldol condensation, and this this molecule will undergo self condensation, aldol condensation, and this two will undergo cross aldol condensation to give 2 products. Okay, so let's see what happens. So see, your CH3 first product, it is the self aldol condensation product. Okay, so I am going to write it as like this. Okay, so what happens, you are going to remove H2 and write the product. Don't be confused. CH3, put a single bond. Okay, and CH here, put a double bond. Okay, jump to this carbon, write it here, and what are the things attached here? Hydrogen and aldehyde. This is the first product. Okay, and this is what lastly I will tell you. We will label whether it is a cross aldol or a self aldol condensation. Okay, so this carbonyl and the another molecule self aldol condensation. So which is going to provide the acidic hydrogen, this carbon. So I am going to write it as CH2. Okay, so another 2 bonds. What are the 2 bonds? So here one is an aldehyde and another one, there is a methyl group. Okay, so it is going to undergo removal of water. Okay, so while writing the product, please don't be confused. So CH3 and CH2, a single bond, a CH, a double bond, jump to this carbon. So whatever are the things attached to here? So one CH3, okay, put a bond, okay, and one aldehyde group. Okay, so these two are what? Self condensation, self aldol condensed product. Okay, these two are self aldol condensed product. So now the third one, what happens is, okay, the carbonyl of the acetaldehyde and the alpha hydrogen of the propanaldehyde condenses. Because a base doesn't differentiate, it will look for only the carbonyl and the alpha hydrogen. It doesn't know whether it is, okay, it is this is the aldehyde group of this. Okay, so all possible mixture compounds you will get. This is the cross aldol condensation, whereby the carbonyl of the acetaldehyde and the alpha hydrogens of the propanaldehyde have been removed. The another possibility is what? The another possibility is the propanaldehyde is going to offer the carbonyl and the alpha hydrogen of the acetaldehyde is going to offer the hydrogen. Okay, So these are the, okay, these are the 4 possible products, whereas these 2 are cross aldol condensed product. Okay, okay students. Okay, so now another thing I am going to tell you is, I am going to take benzaldehyde now. I am going to take benzaldehyde, okay, with your acetaldehyde. Let's see. See, your benzaldehyde has carbonyl group. Does it have any alpha hydrogen? So what is the alpha carbon here? This is the carbon attached very next to it. Does it has any proton, any hydrogen? See, the carbon, the hydrogens are attached. For this carbon, the valency is already satisfied. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are no hydrogen. So, it will not undergo self-condensation. No self-condensation. It cannot undergo, but it can undergo cross-condensation with any other aldehyde that can offer the alpha hydrogen. Okay, so this has a carbonyl and this has alpha hydrogen also. So in this reaction, how many products you will get? You will get 3 products. So what the one self-condensed, the self-condensation product, and one is the cross condensation product. Only 2 you will get. Okay, so what is that? So the carbonyl, okay, the carbonyl, okay, this is one product, and another one is the self aldol condensation product of the acetaldehyde. So you know very well, now you have become expert in this. Okay, so you will get 2 products. Okay, so please check yourself, test yourself with this question. This is formaldehyde with the acetaldehyde. How many products will be found? Okay, and give your answer in the comment box. If you write this properly, if you got the correct answer, you have understood the concept very well. Okay, and thanks for watching. Hope you understood the concept very well. Please watch the video once again if you don't understand. Okay, keep learning. Thank you so much.